One cold Sunday evening, Kemi stood impatiently on the long queue at Iyatoyin's roasted corn kiosk, waiting her turn under the bridge in Lagos State. Kemi was so hungry and she was on her way home from where she offers laundry services every weekend. Iyatoyin's corn attracted everyone from all walks of life, as they were usually so soft and very sweet, as if she perfectly selects them from a heavenly farm. Look, big boys of Ikoyi are here, echoed one girl on the roasted corn queue excitedly, as everyone made way for Bayo and his group of friends, who just stepped off their luxurious car. Iyatoyin excitedly packed the roasted corns that were ready in a newspaper and carried them respectfully to Bayo and his clique of friends, who in turn gave her some bundles of cash. Iyatoyin hailed them loudly alongside some other people on the queue. "What nonsense!" exclaimed Kemi, who angrily went to drag the corn from Bayo's hands. Everyone was shocked, including Iyatoyin, the bystanders, Bayo and his friends. "Why must you abandon us here, Iyatoyin? Why are they taking all the available corns? This is rubbish now. We've all been standing." There was soon a strong heated commotion everywhere as one of Bayo's rich friends angrily tried to slap Kemi, but Bayo pushed him back and handed some roasted corns to Kemi. Bayo and his clique of friends were online fraudsters, commonly referred to as yahoo boys. They were well known in Lagos State and were popularly called the big boys of Ikoyi. They were worshipped by everyone, both old and young, because wherever they went to, money must drop for some people. Bayo and his friends were not afraid of the law because they were deeply connected and had the who is who of Lagos State in their pockets. Kemi took the corn from Bayo's hands, hissed and started walking home. Bayo, out of curiosity, tipped a roadside agbero to help him dig information on Kemi before driving off with his clique of friends. "What are you doing here, Mr. Cute Jumper?" queried Kemi when she saw Bayo at her front door some days later. "I came to officially apologize to you for what happened at Iyatoyin's place the other day," said Bayo. Bayo presented Kemi with several expensive gifts that left her mouth wide open and heart filled with mixed emotions. Kemi was a very stunning and beautiful lady who was born into a very poor family where they were all mandated to work off their asses before they could have the barest minimum in life. Kemi often envied the lives of the wealthy who seemed to have everything going on smoothly for them. She always dreamt of escaping her family's financial struggles someday. Those were mere wishes in her head, nonetheless, as she was one of those who believed that the rich only mingled with themselves, so she low-key hated rich people because of that. Seeing Bayo at her family's front door that afternoon with some expensive gifts to use and apologize to her not only shocked Kemi but made her limbs so weak and heartbeats race faster than usual. Kemi has heard so many stories about Bayo and his clique of friends, but she has never imagined him desiring a low-class girl who dressed in plain clothes like her. As she excitedly stared at the expensive gifts Bayo bought her, what he does for a living at that point no longer mattered. Kemi and Bayo became an item from that day onwards. Bayo spared no expense when it came to Kemi. He showered her with very expensive gifts, which included designers' bags, jewelries, and the latest gadgets. Bayo completely transformed Kemi's looks to a proper Ajibota girl. He took Kemi on exotic vacations, hosted extravagant parties for her, and ensured she always cruised around Lagos in luxurious cars. Kemi quickly became the envy of other big girls in Lagos, especially the ones that had made efforts in the past to grab Bayo's attention, but to no avail. Some big girls even had to swallow their pride and approach Kemi, pleading with her to reveal her baba's details to them so that they can also trap a big boy like Bayo. Kemi basked in her newfound admiration and attention. Her life with Bayo was a complete spectacle to behold, as he was not just rich but a very handsome man too. Kemi sometimes worried about Bayo's illegitimate wealth, especially after she received a stern warning from her father, who refused to partake in the proceeds of Bayo's yahoo money. But the thrills of the luxuries Kemi was enjoying always made her silence her conscience whenever it was troubling her, as she never ever wanted to go back to the poor struggling life she was living with her family before she met Bayo. Bayo even went ahead to rent a lavish penthouse apartment for Kemi and her family in the heart of Lagos. Every member of Kemi's family, except her father, excitedly moved into the lavish apartment with Kemi. Bayo and Kemi continued to live extravagantly. Their nights were mostly spent at exclusive clubs where they always bought the most expensive drinks so as to showcase their wealth. Bayo was a complete attention lover, and Kemi enjoyed every bit of the attention their presence usually commands anywhere they went to. Kemi's social media life was not left out in her new extravagant lifestyle. Her followers exploded like magic when she started posting many glamorous pictures on her page that always showed her either sipping champagne in private jets, posing with Bayo's fleet of luxury cars, or wearing outfits that were worth more than some people's yearly salary. Not long after, Bayo started involving Kemi in some of his fraudulent activities. He would make Kemi pose as a business executive or a potential investor on video calls just to scam their unsuspecting victims. Bayo always assured Kemi that it was just a harmless game they needed to play to get richer whenever she got a little scared or worried over what they were doing. Kemi, who was completely overdrunk on the luxuries of life she was enjoying, will again bury her conscience and dive even deeper into Bayo's world with him. One fateful morning, while Kemi and Bayo were having breakfast, some armed FCC agents stormed their mansion. The sounds of their siren and pounding fists on their door threw Bayo and Kemi into a deep state of confusion. Chaos erupted everywhere as Bayo tried to flee through his secret underground tunnel, but some FCC officers double-crossed him there as they were working with heavy intel. What Kemi and Bayo didn't know was that a big shuffle had happened in the government and there were massive transfers in some key agencies. New officers were deployed to several states in so many agencies, which included the FCC office. So for months, the new men in power at the FCC office in Lagos had been tracking Bayo and his friends. Bayo's flashy lifestyle and suspicious transactions even made pinning him down very easy for the officers. The FCC officers arrested Bayo and Kemi that morning. They seized their phones, laptops, and stacks of cash they kept at home. Kemi was in great shock. She wept bitterly while pleading her innocence, but the authorities paid no heed to her tears as there were evidences that linked her directly to Bayo's scams. Her recorded calls and bank transfers were strong undeniable proof of her involvement in the scams. Kemi's mother and siblings wept bitterly while returning back to Kemi's father's house as the FCC men also confiscated the apartment Bayo rented for Kemi in the heart of Lagos where they were all living. Kemi and Bayo were later sent to prison after being tried and found guilty by a court of law. This is the end of my story. The moral of this story is that we should learn to be contented with whatever we have in this life, as all that glitters are not always gold. Secondly, people should stay away from fraud. Not only is it bad, the end is always very disastrous. Finally, when you bury your conscience, for momentary gains like Kemi did. Do not cry when the repercussions of your actions come knocking someday. Thank you for watching.